everyone. Are we here? Yes, we are. So hello and welcome today to the MC Reality Games Season 1 reunion. We are live, which is awesome. I'm so excited. We're going to have so much fun. We're going to talk about all your juicy questions, your favourite moments of the season, and of course announce the winners of the fan-voted awards. Now, let's welcome our beautiful cast of Season 1. We're all here. Woo! How are you guys today?
Good.
Hello.
So, we're going to be talking about all your juicy questions that the fans wanted to ask. Now, we had a ton of questions come in, and hopefully we'll get through them all today. But before we get into all the questions, I just want to say beforehand, we won't be addressing any controversial questions. As the cast and crew have decided, we're going to put that behind us. It's in the past. So we're not going to bring up any, controversial stuff. Also, you may notice that Tommy and Fun are not here. So Tommy's currently busy, but Tommy may be joining us later in the show today. And Fun will be... Fun couldn't make it. He's got school today. So anyway, we're gonna start with the questions. Now, we're going to start with Hugo. Now, hi Hugo, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. You came in late to this competition. You were you came in the third episode. How was that feeling? Like that you were just you just came into the game and everyone was already ahead and made connections.
It was quite good because everybody would be focused on big threats, so they weren't really be focused on me at the start.
And I also want to talk about how you pulled off an amazing elimination. You managed to eliminate one of the biggest players of the game, Divine. How was that when you won?
It was actually really, really, really fun. It was very nice because
that's awesome.
but it also made me feel like I had a target on my back because I got out the biggest threat.
Now we're going to move on to some of the fan voted questions that they submitted. So we'll start off. What was your favorite moment of the season, Hugo?
My favorite moment of the season was probably the Survivor Week, how everything was laid out.
And this was a really cool question. If you were in the Hunger Games that was in the first episode, how do you think you would have done?
I mean, I wouldn't have. I would be alright, but I don't really think I'm a PvP guy.
Yeah, totally. How did it feel that you were the youngest person in that competition?
It was alright.
And would you want to come back for a future season?
Yeah, maybe.
How do you think you would do if you were in a future season? What do you think you'll bring?
Well, I'll bring that I can actually do things without cheating.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much, Hugo, for talking. Now we're going to move on to one of the biggest players of the season, one of the biggest threats, and of course, that is the amazing Divine. How are you today, Divine?
Hello.
You had an amazing game in this competition. You started off in the first final duel of the season. You eliminated Matthew. How was that? How was it feeling that you were in the first final duel of the season?
First, I felt stressed, but after I played Clash of Clans for 10 minutes. It was an easy job.
Now we're going to move on to some of the fan questions that we have.
Okay.
First one. How does it feel that you were beaten by a 9-year-old?
I mean, it was like 1 a.m. by that time, so I can at least bring that up. And I highly regret my choice. And next time, I will probably be better.
Okay, so I also want to talk about you being in the first elimination. How was it when Fun put you up?
I didn't expect that, and I was stressed a lot. I thought like it was first day, and if I get eliminated, it would be so bad. So
yeah.
Also,
sorry.
if you're in the first elimination, it's very stressful.
Yeah, that was an intense elimination. That was an awesome final duel. If you won that Hunger Games, who do you think you would have put up for elimination?
Probably fan you, because I thought they were like the best, and they were, I guess.
Matthew, what do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I am the best. Not the second best, I'm the best. So,
Matthew, what do you have to say about that statement from Divine?
Okay, please go on.
I don't think we can hear you, Matthew.
Oh yeah. Basically, he said he was the best. If you can hear him.
Yeah, I was speaking. Divine could hear me.
I mean, in Discord.
Sorry, I can hear you now. Sorry. What do you have to say about that statement, Matthew?
Well, I'll say it for the third time. I can say it 100 times. I don't care. I'm the best, not the second best. Don't know why that even has to be questioned, but alright.
Anyway, okay. Moving
on.
And Divine, my final question for you was, what was your favorite moment of the season?
Probably when I finished the parkour challenge.
Oh yeah. No, that was you did so well that challenge. You like beast that.
I mean, the whole week I was just training parkour on Hypixel thing.
Okay, anyways, we are moving on to the next person. Thank you, Divine, for chatting. Now we are going to talk to the most underrated person of the season. He wasn't the best at challenges, but he had a wicked plan, and he was feared by a lot of his contestants. Of course, that is Asher. How are you, Asher?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. Okay, so I want to talk about how what was your game plan going into the season?
It was just to try and make a whole lot of not try to make enemies, but try to make friends, and then they'll help you. Well, I'll try and get with the good players, and then they won't vote me out, and then I could try double cross them if it was possible.
Wow, okay. And now I'm going to move on to some of the questions, because you gave your persona that you were a cannibal on the season, which was an interesting approach. And I have to say, 50% of the questions that the fans submitted were about your cannibal sort of persona. So I'd like to start with the first one. How did you become a cannibal, and how many people have you eaten?
Okay, to start off, I'm not actually a cannibal. Minecraft players, I have eaten many people. Maybe like 50 people I've eaten.
Right, lovely. Okay, moving on. If you weren't eliminated in that Survivor elimination, who would have you wanted to go home?
Just the person, Hugo, probably Cole Spoda.
Oh, okay. And people also thought that you were like secretly good at the game, and you were a complete challenge beast, and you were like saving all this power and you're going to come in and swoosh the whole competition. What do you have to say to those people now that thought about that?
Let me just say this, I don't play Minecraft much. I only play Bed Wars pretty much, and most of the time I'm just playing Roblox, so I'm very bad at Minecraft, so don't expect me to come back.
And the final question that I want to ask you is, what was your favourite moment of the season?
My favourite moment of the season? I don't have a favourite moment.
Oh, you don't? What was the most nerve-wracking moment of the season for you?
It was probably the first challenge because it was Hunger Games and I got
Yeah.
the worst loot in the game. The chest lagged for me. All the loot lagged for me, and I got like I got a sapling, I think, and then a wooden sword. I'm pretty sure that's what I got.
Well, I'd just like to say thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Asher, not Matthew. Thank you, Asher, for coming, and we're going to move on to our next guest. Okay. Now, our next person that we're going to be talking to was, as they like to call it, I will win this season. That was their biggest quote, and in fact, they didn't win the season. They came last. It is Matthew. How are you, Matthew?
Yeah, I'm doing alright. Still a bit gutted, but
I'm sure you are. I want to talk about your game. What you had the intention that you were going to come in and totally annihilate that this season. How did it feel when you first got eliminated?
Well, I guess you could just say things didn't quite go to plan, really. It's all right, but I think things like that just happen, and you've really got to get over them, and you gotta dig through. And I thought that that and a combination of that and some sad music on Spotify, but it really got me through. And obviously it was tough and all to watch the competition keep going without me, and I definitely think it wasn't the same content-wise. I think you definitely could have made a few more views if I was on there, but I think you guys did okay, and it looked like fun without me. So yeah.
Wow, big boots. Now we're going to move on to some of the fan questions. So, do you think you were robbed this season, and will you return for a future season? I'll repeat that. Do you think you were robbed this season, and will you return for another season?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I will. I definitely will. I mean, it depends on obviously the circumstances. So you see, I don't want to be associated with a show unless it's quite high production value. You see, I'm a busy man, and I get a lot of offers. But depending on the circumstances, I'll definitely look into it.
Yeah. I also want to talk about how you were a producer on this season, and you've also been confirmed for a producer on season 2. I mean, without giving any, spoilers, what was it like working on season 2?
Oh well, can't say too much with that one, mate. But season 2, in my eyes, is quite the step up. I think the production has really taken a step up, which shouldn't be a surprise because that's my doing. But yeah, I think it's a season that everyone should be quite excited for, and it's high production value, of course, as always. And I think everyone should be as excited, if not more excited, for season 2. So we'll see you there.
Sweet. I also want to talk about if you were in the Survivor week, who would have you voted out? Assuming that Divine went home in that elimination.
So if Divine had gone home when I went home... See, now this is a tough one. I never really liked me old mate Cola. That was he was never.
You never met Hugo. You weren't there for the competition.
Well, yeah, but I'm just thinking about it. Actually, maybe Tommy. maybe Tommy, because come to think of it, Tommy probably doesn't like me too much, because if you think about it, I did betray Tommy in the Hunger Games. So, I guess if we're going to use the most overused quote in the whole season, I guess that maybe gave me a target on my back. I know that's a very commonly used quote, but I guess I did have a target on my back. Tommy's target, more specifically. So yeah, I probably would have sent, Tommy. I'm confident with that. Tommy.
And also, we're going to go back to some of your famous quotes of the season.
Oh, no, please don't.
How you said, I am going to win, and parkour is my specialty. How did it feel being proved wrong? That's a big question.
Well, to be honest, okay, let's just slow down a bit here, okay? I think you're putting words into my mouth a bit, because I think I may have said it in a different tone, and I think a lot of the time the tone and the punctuation can really change the meaning. And I think, but also I think the parkour was, I'm just not sure if it was really well built, to be completely honest with you. And I'm still a bit salty about it. I still go to bed at night thinking that parkour, it wasn't quite up to standard. It wasn't regulation parkour. If I went to the Olympics for parkour, they would be regulation size, and I think that your parkour was not. So I'm going to be honest. I would like to see maybe some improved parkour in the future.
Okay, yeah, I understand that, and we also saw Divine complete that parkour on his second try. But anyway, moving on. Thank you so much, Matthew, for chatting. Now we are going.
No worries, anytime.
We're going to move on to the most. I feel like the most underrated person, apart from Asha, on this season, and of course, is our lovely winner of the season. We are talking to AJ. How are you, AJ?
Hello. Now, before I start answering your questions, I need to do something really.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Look at it and weep, kids. Yeah. Look and weep, kids. This is what a real winner looks like.
Right. Okay. Thank you there. Oh, thank you there, AJ. We'll start off just talking a bit about you. You came first for the season and you won against the elimination battle with Tommy. How did it feel being up against Tommy in that final duel?
Really sad, but you gotta do what you gotta do for money.
Sorry. Yeah. We'll now move on to some of the fan questions. How did it feel when you started this competition?
So I felt scared because I thought these people were good at the game. But now that I've won, I can say otherwise. Especially that one. I thought that one was gonna be good. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you didn't win this season, who would you have wanted to win?
Tommy. That one betrayed me. That one's just that one. That one got out first, and you were untrustworthy. Anyways, yeah, continue.
I'm going to move on to... Oh, this question's quite deep. You can choose not to answer this one if you want. But what did you use your money for?
A new mouse.
Oh, okay. No, that's cool. No, that's great. Oh, okay, that's awesome. And we'll go on to our final question. What was your favorite moment of the season?
My favorite moment was when I won, and when I got this one eliminated, and that one, and seeing this one not come back, and seeing that I had a chance in the finals. And yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, AJ. Now, we are going to take just a quick little break. We'll be about 30 seconds, and then we'll be back to announce the fan-voted awards and also answer some more questions. We will be right back.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. We are back. Sorry for that quick little break there, but we are one more contestant added. We are going to be talking to probably the most popular contestant in the reality house. We're going to be talking to Tommy. How are you, Tommy?
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Yeah. We're gonna dive into your competition. So you won. I think you won a lot of challenges this season. One of your most impressive ones was, of course, the build challenge. How was that winning that challenge?
I felt really great because I went back and watched the episode and I heard AJ actually said, I don't consider myself anything, but if I was going to consider myself something, it would be a builder. And I still stayed the competition away, so I think I'm the builder now.
Okay. We're also going to talk about you controlled the house quite a lot. You managed to get the contestants under your wing, and you plotted some of the biggest eliminations, including Asher. How was that?
Kind of everything. It just shows how dominant I am. I'm just so strong and so manly, as you could tell, that I controlled everyone.
Right. Okay, we're going to move on to some of the fan questions. You had a lot of funny quotes, as you could say, a lot of funny confessionals. What was your favorite quote of yours?
Not when it actually happened, but watching it back, definitely the one when Matt slaughtered me in the Hunger Games.
I won't repeat it, but
Definitely my favorite one.
No, I do remember that. That was so funny. Also, now watching back the season, do you think Asher had a deeper strategy in this game?
The more I spoke to Asher, probably not, but yeah. Sorry that I kind of eliminated you. Because you were suspicious.
I'm not even good. I only play Roblox.
Okay, well, that sounds like a you problem.
Right, okay. Moving on. Tommy, how did it feel when you found out that one of your closest allies, Divine, voted you in the Survivor Week?
I kind of knew Divine would do something like that because he's untrustworthy. That's why I wasn't in a complete alliance with him. That's why me and AJ were.
And I'll move on to our final question. What was your favorite moment of the season?
Probably coming back.
Coming back, yeah.
All right.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much, Tommy. We're now going to move on to some more questions that you guys actually asked the production. So, Matthew, you can come in and answer a few because you were a big part of the production this season. Actually, this first question goes to all of the cast, so you can all unmute if you've got an answer. What was your favorite behind the scene moment?
I'm just thinking.
Does anyone?
I will have an answer.
Yeah. Well, I have an answer. I'm just gonna type it in chat to say if I can say it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I've got one. Oh, wait, I've got one more.
Yeah.
Someone's waiting.
Yeah.
Okay, so you only have about 2-3 minutes, maybe more than that, but just for the challenge, like the final challenge. But in reality, that's like half an hour that we all had to wait, and we didn't know how long it was going to be the first time. So everyone was like, oh my god, this is so fun. What should I do in this half an hour? So we had people literally, I think, singing in this chat, people muting, and then I remember me, being me, made myself dinner in the time, went to the toilet, and came back and still had time to sing. But the rush, the adrenaline, well, that's another story.
I'll go next.
Yeah, no. Okay, yep.
So, I've got a good behind the scenes moment, which is got a little bit of something to do with old cola spotter, however you meant to say that. I'm still
I know
unclear.
exactly what this is.
But so we kind of discovered that that Hugo quite enjoys a song, Chug Jug, to be more specific.
Yeah, that's one song.
And many members of the team here do not enjoy that song, including Divine, specifically Divine, but everyone,
I can agree
especially Divine. And we had a bit of fun with it, so we made these signs, and we put them pretty much all over the house, and whenever you clicked the sign, it would kick Hugo. And we had some fun with that. It was called, like, instant stop Chug Jug signs, and we put them all around the house, and you could just, like, click on them, and it would kick Hugo, and shut him up, because he'd be like, why am I kicked? So, yeah, that was a pretty fun behind-the-scenes moment.
Okay, cool. We'll move on to a next question. The second question, I'm surprised you brought this up, but would you ever do reality games merchandise? The answer to that is I have definitely thought about it, and I've actually come up with some ideas for that. But the thing is, I would release it, but I don't think we're at the audience of reality games where we have enough, viewers to watch and buy the merch. So unless season 2, I can hint a bit of season 2. Season 2 is coming. If season 2 does really well, then I will definitely release some merchandise. But for now, that is to be decided. We'll move on to the next question. How did you meet everybody in the cast, and how were they cast on the show? Okay, so we'll start off quickly. So I know Hugo because Hugo's my brother in real life. I invited him on the show. I know Asher because Asher's a really good family friend of ours. We see each other all the time. I know Matthew because I see Matthew pretty much every day at school. I met AJ, Divine, and Tommy through a competition that I did. No, a filming competition that didn't end up happening. And I was like, I really need like 3 more cast members. If anybody wants to join this, just DM me. And then we got AJ, Divine, and Tommy. And I also met Fun through an SMP that I did way back. We invited him on, and yeah, that's how we did it. Okay. Anyway, next question. So we saw Fun leave. Did you have a backup in place beforehand, or was it a spur of the moment thing? So Fun's leave was quite a surprising one, especially to the cast. It mainly just came down to Fun not being able to make the times of filming, and we would rather he, left the competition than, left halfway through filming, which he did the right thing. He told us. And it's sad that we didn't get to see him play because it's going to be a very strong competitor. Anyway, now it is time to move on to the fan-voted awards. So there were 5 awards that you guys voted on, and we have our winners. So the first award is for Saddest Elimination, and the nominees were Matthew, Asher, Divine, Tommy, and Fun. And Hugo. The winner of that was Divine. Well done.
Wow, I didn't expect me to get that.
Yeah, woo. You guys can unmute if you want.
That's a weird trophy, if I have to be honest.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I was gonna say, I was thinking it was probably Tommy.
I was thinking about
anyway.
Elimination until I came back, so...
Yes.
I literally didn't expect me.
Okay, and our second award is for Most Shocking Elimination. So our nominees are Matthew, Asher, Divine, Tommy, Fun, and Hugo. The winner for this round is Divine. Well done again. Yeah. Well done. So obviously you were the saddest and most shocking elimination of the season.
Yeah, I can agree. To me and other people.
Yeah, I actually have to say, I think we all said that we expected that Hugo was going to go home in that trivia round.
Listen, it was 1 a.m.
Anyway, we're moving on to favorite episode. So, our nominees are episodes 1 and 2, which was the Hunger Games and Matthew's elimination. Episode 3, the Survivor Week, Ash's elimination. Episode 4, the build episode, and also Divine's shocking elimination. Episode 5, which was the final 3, the Diamond Challenge, and then the shocking elimination. And then episode 6 was, of course, the finale. The winning episode was episode 3, which was the Survivor Week and Asha's elimination. So I guess it's a win for Asha. Well done. Okay. We're gonna now
Hold up,
move
isn't
on
that a
to...
loss for Asha? Because everyone was happy to see Asha go. It was their
I
favourite
think
episode.
No.
It really hurts. That really hurts.
No, I don't
That's
think so,
tough.
Matthew. No, I don't think so, because that episode was quite intense. I think it was like it was their favorite episode because the elimination was like shocking, I guess.
I think it
In
was
the way that it was
particularly a
played.
win for me because I was the one who actually got Asha eliminated. So
I wasn't even good at the game, so what?
Are you sure about that? Tommy, that was me. I was telling everybody because Asha was not trustworthy. No, I'll
Anyway.
take the title of...
go watch the episode, babes. Go watch the episode.
Okay, we're gonna go back and we're gonna go back to the awards. Now we're going to move on to favorite elimination challenge. So the nominees were the Hunger Games, the Parkour Course, Build It, or Find the Diamond. And the favorite elimination challenge was Build It, which whoa, congrats. Anyway, we'll move on to our second to last award, which was the favorite final duel. We have the escape room, the trivia challenge, don't slip, and the finale amazing race. The winning final duel was the amazing race. So well done.
Yay, I got one.
Well done to AJ and Tommy. Now,
Thank you.
we are going to move on to the biggest award of tonight. We're going to announce you guys' favorite contestant of the season. So, I'll read out our nominees. We have Tommy, Asha, Matthew, AJ, Fun, Divine, and Hugo. Now, can we get a drum roll, please?
No.
Stop. The winning contestant of your guys' favorite contestant of MC Reality Games Season 1 is... Tommy! Well done!
I knew it.
GG.
I knew
I'm a
it.
winner, baby. I'm a winner.
Didn't win anything.
Thank you, guys.
Um,
Thank you. I want to thank my mum and my dad, and not Hugo. Cheater!
Anyway, can we have everybody back on their pedals? Can we have everyone back on their pedestals, please? Anyway, we're gonna sign off for today. I would like to thank you all for tuning in to this live stream. If you did enjoy it, please do give this video a big old thumbs up, subscribe with post notifications, and I will announce that Season 2 is coming, and it's coming sooner than you think. So,
Stop to Tommy
be
Doris.
ready. It's going to be so amazing, and I'm so excited for you guys to see it. Well, thank you all, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye, guys!
Good day.
Bye.
Bye.
Yay!
Bye, everyone.